Welcome back to the channel, guys. So this week we're doing a tech tip corner. It's kind of for y'all, you guys that go out and you buy, old tools at estate auctions on eBay, just older rare tools. You might have picked them up at a pawn shop cheap, just something like that. I was digging through my '66 AMC Rebel, which I will feature in a later video. Um, and there's a lot of old tools and antiques and stuff in it. So this gave me the perfect opportunity to do this. So let's take a quick look at what we're working at. Just some old wrenches and stuff that I found in the floorboard. You look closely, I think that says snap-on. Wipe that off here. Yeah, snap-on. I don't know what these are there, but you can see that might actually be snap-on as well. We'll tell you for sure later. But as you can see, they're rusty. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to get the rust off these. It's kind of an overnight deal. So what you're going to need is your wife's pan for a casserole she was going to make tonight, and a bottle of white vinegar. Basically, it's as simple as it sounds. Pour the vinegar into the thing. And all this can be had for $3 at Dollar Tree. Love that smell. Dump everything in. And I'm not even going to bother scrubbing it down. It almost didn't cover the socket wrench. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit overnight and come back tomorrow, and I'll show you kind of the results. We'll go a little deeper in then. All right, so it's the next day. Let's take a look at what we got. So as you can see, kind of sort of in the video, there's bubbles forming all along, like right over top where the tools are, where the rust is bubbling off. So let's we'll start with this wrench. Slowly, carefully extract it from the vinegar. And as you can see, it's already peeled off quite a bit of the grime. But what we're going to do here is take a wire brush. These come in packs at O'Reilly's, and see if I can do this one-handed. And as you can see, like this area right here cleaned up really well. Get a little more of that off. Yeah, see? You can see it really good there. So what you want to do after you do this, and I'm gonna finish these up after the video, but what you want to do after you do this is take and wipe this down and wash it with water, and then take some WD-40 or PB Blast or Croil or something. I just have to have WD-40 handy, and spray this down and wipe it down. The vinegar strips everything away, so if you don't oil this, it will rust. Like, it'll rust back. But we're going to drop that back in there for a second, and I want to take a look at this snap-on ratchet. Like, this didn't get fully submerged yesterday, so I kind of want to do this right here. Oh, you can really see the nasty coming off there. So the vinegar, what it does is it's got 5% acidity. So it'll eat rust, which is the oxide is a little looser on the metal, but it won't eat into the actual metal if you don't leave this in here long term. Now, what I might do at some point is find some old rusty tools that I don't care about, drop them in a jar of vinegar and leave them for a year just to see what happens. I think it'd be interesting. But you can kind of see where, you know, that didn't really get in there soaked overnight. The rust isn't coming off. But my goal is to take this ratchet. Yeah, this one's going to need to soak a little longer. I want to take that ratchet and I want to get it back working. I'll probably soak these in here another night just to knock all that rust loose. But as you can see, and this wrench here was the worst one. Zoom out just a little bit because I happen to be looking away, as you can see. But this wrench right here was the worst one. We'll take the scrub a dub. And see, that one really came out. Like, these aren't going to be as perfect as brand new. But, you know, if you pick up a bunch of tools cheap and you don't want to throw them away, this is a really good alternative. Like, this is when you go to, like I said, like estate sales, eBay lots, local auctions, stuff like that. When you pick up a ton of tools dirt cheap, you can spend $10 and make them all look newish and presentable. So yeah, this is really what that's for. It's really good for you budget-minded guys that don't have a lot of money. You really can't even afford Harbor Freight, but if you search, you can find tools. Or you get lucky like me and your project car comes with the tools to work on it. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and soak them one more night. So here's the results. I've scrubbed these. I took them. This one's been oiled down. You can see, it's going to ruin the finish, but rust ruins it worse. But you can see where the rust was on that. It was real bad right here. But, it cleaned up nicely. Might be still a little rust. I've oiled this one down, though, so it's fine. This one really shows the tail. I grabbed it with the pliers right here, and I scrubbed only this half. And, you could go back earlier in the video and see this was all the way across. So that's 48 hours worth of soaking. So really desperate measures, you probably ought to do that. So yeah, we're gonna wrap the video up there. Anything you guys want to suggest for these tech tip videos, I'm all ears. Leave a comment down below, hit that subscribe bell, and I'll see you next time. Catch